continuing with Aketon over prep here, I just came to a realization. So I had not mentioned this previously, but I love the fact that this is largely a 2d6 and d6 kind of system. That again is evocative of the early days of chainmail and OD&D. A lot of systems were relying on d6, 2d6, 3d6. So in looking at these spells for sorcerers, I noticed that there are there is a list of d6s on here. I see 2d6 on here and I see 3d6. Yeah, 2d6 is more typical. 3d6, there's one for blur vision. So I think the maximum encounter size underground should, and perhaps even above ground, should be 3d6. It's not explicitly stated that I saw anywhere in the rules. I'm just going to make a note to myself. So for this large room, I rolled 3d6. I think I'm going to leave that stand since that's the largest room that I've got here in my dungeon/lair. Okay, moving on to the sixth room, which the previous treasure, we just gave prisoners that can be ransomed, right? But for number six, we are going to do an actual treasure off the treasure table. I've been looking forward to this. Once again, start down here in the lower right. Monsters rarely carry treasure. If they do, it's just 2d6 gold pieces. Most of a monster, yeah, let me put that in here. All nomads carry 2d6 GP individually. And yeah, so we're rolling a 2d6. Again, love the 2d6 concept here. Rolling a 2d6 on the treasure table. So I got a 5. So that's going to be jewelry. So now we got to come down here to 5. Jewelry and roll d66. Treasure jewelry, and that is a 1, 2. Bracelet of gold, 1d100 plus d3 gems. Bracelet of gold. So treasure. Um, and the gemstones are also in d6. I get a 46. Prismatic star. Prismatic star is 150. And they just say G, but I've got too much force of habit here. The other one is a 1/6, which is a black pearl 125. Now, why would that treasure be unguarded in this connecting passageway? I can't explain why. Maybe the thief over there in room 2 forgot about it for some reason. What was the transition here to room 6? No transition from room 3 to 4. Oh, room 3 to 4. No transition to room. Yeah, that should be room number 6. I got confused by looking at that. Okay, room 6. Room 6. No transition to room number 4. Right now, I'm doubting myself. I'm doubting myself. Let's look back at the games master. 3 to 4 is a door. From a 3 to a 4 is a door. So room 3 should have had a door there. Room 3. Oh, no transition. Yeah, three. I see what I did. No transition to room number four was correct. Uh, door to room number six. That's going to be a door to room number three. And what is between a four and a two? That's going to be a 2 to 4. Open archway. So an open archway to room 7. And with that, I have prepped enough for, well, let's assume they take a right here. I should prep one more room, shouldn't I? So room number 7 is an encounter. This is going to be a 1d30 off the usual monsters. That's going to be 16 kobolds. Interesting. And in this case, we're just going to put 1d6 kobolds. So I'll put 3 kobolds in there. Why have we got kobolds? Maybe they are thralls that have been captured. And those are going to be hit point 1 monsters, I think, because they're like half hit dice. Since that was so easy, I'm going to over prep some more and go into room number 8. Treasure. Yeah, I'm going to do another treasure anyway. I got a 6 gemstones, a 1 and a 1. So amaranthine 50. Edit, paste and match style. There we go. Room 9. Empty. Should I have some kind of dungeon dressing? I guess I could go to Midwest Fantasy Wargame and do an adjective to describe it. Nouns, adjective, noun pairs. Nope. Let's just do 1D 121. The room is 68. So going back to what Diogenes said, the room is medieval. That doesn't help much. 18. It's close. Close, medieval. Not coming up with a, oh, close. Yeah. This could be claustrophobic. This is because this is a natural cavern. This is a claustrophobic um, crawl space. And that would explain why the kobolds are the ones that came through this kind of transition area, right? Into 9. What was the transition between? Okay. We're missing some stuff here from 7, which is a 2 to a 4. Yeah, from a 4 to a 2 to a 4. 2 to 4, open archway. Room 6, which is a type 4. Open archway to room 7. Open archway to room number 6. Open archway to room number 8. Open archway to room number 7. And then to go from a 4 to a 3, that would be same as a 3 to a 4. So 3 to 4, that's going to be a door. So there's some kind of door between rooms 8 and 9. 7, door to room, passageway number 9. Door to room number 8. Easily have prepped enough here for 2 sessions, I think. If I'm going by the rules, we'll see how it actually plays through when I get my guys and gals into the dungeon. Yeah, let's look at the hex map here. I got to start them in the frontier town. And yeah, I think equipment talks about equipment too, doesn't it? Let's look at the rules. In towns and villages, in a town, they could potentially get henchmen. Every town or village provides monthly taxes. I don't think I'm going to prepare a barony. I don't think I'm going to prepare this. This is just a wilderness and borderlands kind of situation. I don't think anybody's established firm control here because otherwise I got to prep all this stuff and I don't want to. I think that would make it too traditional. I'm going to leave this very loosey-goosey. Okay, that is going to wrap it up for this video.